Welcome back to the 3-Minute Devar. Hope you are all well. This week's portion is called Parshat Tzav. It's the second portion in the book of Leviticus, the book of Vayikra, and it's also known as Shabbat Hagadol, the great Shabbat. The Shabbat before Passover, the Shabbat before Pesach is known as Shabbat Hagadol, the great Shabbat. Lots of different reasons given for this, but one of the main reasons brought down is the fact that on the 10th of Nisan, all the way back then when the Jews were still in Egypt, the very first, or the very last Shabbat rather, in Egypt, which was the 10th of Nisan, the Jewish people were instructed to take a lamb or a goat and tie it to their beds, tie it so that it was secure, so they could have one ready for the Paschal sacrifice, which was to be brought a few days later. What's so great about this? Well, there was a great miracle that happened because the Egyptians saw sheep as a deity. Sheep was sort of their god. And the fact that the Jews were taking their gods, so to speak, and sacrificing them, and the Egyptians knew what they were going to do, and the Egyptians couldn't do anything about it because they were dead scared about what God would do to them, given all the plagues that they just endured. We commemorate this great miracle by calling the Shabbat before Pesach Shabbat Hagadol. Now, I think there is a lot more that's going on over here, and I just wanted to share with you some sort of one little idea that I had about what's so great about this miracle and why we commemorate it before Pesach. Pesach is a time of our freedom. Pesach is when we celebrate our freedom from Egypt, our freedom from the slavery in Egypt. But we don't really think about what that means to us on a deeper level. And the fact that we commemorate this miracle of Shabbat Hagadol, the fact that we commemorate the miracle of the Jews being able to freely and openly practice and do that which God told them to do the commandments, that sort of sets the tone for what's about to come. That sets the tone for Pesach. The freedom is important. The freedom is something we are deeply grateful for, but it sets the tone and gives us context as to why we celebrate our freedom so much. And what we value so much about our freedom isn't just the independence that we have, it's our ability, it's the spiritual freedom, it's the ability for us to be in service of God, the ability for us to do the things that we're meant to do. And indeed we celebrate the fact that the Jews were able to bring this lamb as a sacrifice, and the Egyptians couldn't do anything about it, because that was the beginning of their journey through spiritual freedom. That was the beginning of their journey through their religious freedom. And that gives Passover, Pesach, context. It shows us what is so meaningful to us about freedom. Not just the fact that we have our independence and that we can do what we want to do, but that we have freedom to be who we are meant to be. We have freedom to practice our religion in the right way and be people of God. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom and a very happy and kosher Pesach.